Hello, everyone. Today's guest is Zainab Alhalwachi, an artist, Bahraini. I came to know about her through Instagram during the pandemic when she started doing her arts on masks and selling them. I thought they were very unique. And I got to know her through Instagram. Then I thought, why not bring her here and listen to her story and let her give us her career, life so far or journey. And let's share it with you all. So let's hear what Zainab has to say. Hello, Zainab.
مرحبا.
Hi. Nice to have you here.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. كل على انستغرام ورايحين وياي.
I'm happy والله. I'm happy to see you حبيبي.
Yeah, happy to see you too. زين أبي أنا عرفت زينب الحلواتي through Instagram. شفت الارت مالها وايد حبيت الفن مالك والرسومات وخاصة الماسكات اللي تسوينها والماسكس during this pandemic. أبي أعرف عنك أكثر بداياتك قصتك فقولي لنا قصتك.
اوكي قصة زينب.
ابتدي من المدرسة.
حلو اوكي
يلا.
أنا في المدرسة كنت أدبي.
اوكي.
كنت أيامها في government school وكنت بركزة على الفرنش language. طلعت من المدرسة ودرست فرنش. فأنا French language graduate خلصت من الجامعة ورحت فرنسا ودرست ورجعت هني كنت French teacher.
ما شاء الله.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a teacher for a few years. It was interesting. شلون توصلين لغة جديدة حق students. Everyone is different طبعا. Every year is different. Every age is different. I was teaching different levels. I taught in few schools, private schools. It was fun. I was young. It was exciting.
قلتي لي في أي مدارس؟
private
schools.
Yes.
Okay, مدارس خاصة. Okay.
مدارس خاصة. بعدها تحولت من الفرنش language وصرت activities coordinator. I couldn't stay like for a long time as a teacher. I was so active. كنت في جمعيات شبابية. I was active as a person. I couldn't stay.
إيه بس قصدك إن طلعتي من المدرسة؟
طلعت من المدارس. المدرسة نفسها حولتني إلى activities coordinator. من هذا رحت مدارس ثانية. I was working as a PR و activities. So I was taking care of yearbook, field trips, school activities for a while.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was like a shift.
Okay.
Then I started baking. It was a home business, a small home business. I was still working by then. I was baking a few like small cupcakes, you know, those small colorful cupcakes.
Yeah.
Then I was like, why not to try the cake art? I started working on fondant. Then I shifted. I left work. I was at home for 2 years. Again, I was working in telecommunication company for 2 years. And I started, I want to quit here. I want to focus on cake. I'm Alhalwachi, by the way, so we make cakes.
Okay.
So I started working on sugar pie. Sugar pie was my second baby. I had Ahmed by then. Ahmed is my son. He's 8 years old now. At this point, I worked on sugar pie. It was a small, beautiful bakery. It lasted for 6 years.
So actually it was a bakery.
It was a bakery. I was a cake artist.
Okay.
So I was working on 3D designs, on 2D designs, overall, all kind of art on a cake.
Okay.
Then Corona came and the business was down. I was like, why not work on art, but in a different way? So I got canvas, paint, and stuff like that. I put them at home. I started painting. I used to paint when I was in school. I used to paint when I was in college. But it wasn't my thing. I was like, it was here, you know, a part of me. Because I couldn't use my art by then on the cake. So I started working at home, canvas, painting, for a year. And then I was approached by one of the facial natural thing company, company.
Ah, okay.
They wanted masks. And she told me, Zainab, we saw your Instagram account and we want you to paint on the masks. Like, do something. So we had a meeting and I was like, okay, what do you like? She said, we like lavender and we want like something. I don't remember which flower was the other one, but it was yellow. Let me do a demo. I was not that confident. I worked on the first one and I was like, oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah. We agreed on the mask material and everything. And we had, it was an activity in the avenues. It was like, it was not the opening of the shop, but it was their anniversary. So in the avenues, I had like a booth. I was painting on the masks.
You mean the beauty shop?
Yes. They allowed me to say their names. It was L'Occitane, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And so I painted 70 masks on the spot. I was painting and people were coming. So whoever like purchased from the shop, they get a free mask.
A mask, okay.
It was beautiful. It was an eye-opening. When I was done, people were asking, Zainab, where do we get your masks? I was like, just go to L'Occitane and get it, purchase something. But then people were like, can you do me this kind of flower? Can you do me this face? Can you do me that? Then I was like, okay, why not? Let me start. Yeah. Then I started painting on the masks.
Did you have an exclusivity with L'Occitane or?
Only for that design. I told them I'm not going to do it for anyone else.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So their design was fixed. I was doing the lavender this way, the flower this way, the face on that. Okay. So I didn't do it again.
Yeah.
It was exclusive for them. Yeah. And I was really happy to work with them. So I started painting for people according to their hairstyle, their glasses, eye color, the flower that they like, or their passion. And it was nice for a very long time until now. Actually, I'm working on few, but it's not as, you know, it's not as powerful as the beginning of the pandemic. Of course. Yes.
Of course. Yes. Okay, let me ask you something here. Now, looking back into my own journey in life and in the profession that I was in, I was kind of like that too. When you said you jumped from being a teacher to a different skill in the schools and all that, so I was also jumping from one department to another department, from one organization to another organization. And people were telling me, but that's not professionally, that's not good. You should just concentrate and focus on something. To me, I used to think, why not? First of all, I'd learn different stuff, different skills. I would come to know more people and get more knowledge and experience. So what about you?
Yes, it was the same to me. Like, how come? You're a French teacher. How do you work in this now? I'm like, I believe in Zainab and I know what's deep inside, what I want deep inside. I was following my passion. Like, I like to work in activities. Okay, let me work on it. I was good in it. I wasn't doing it like, you know, in a shallow way. No, it was good. I was doing really good. Then I wanted to do baking. Let me do baking. Let me work. Let me open that bakery. I did until the end, until December. It was like, filled with love, passion, but it didn't work well by the end. It's fine. Let me follow my other passion.
We can say you're a risk taker?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes. My dad taught me that.
Okay.
He's always like, go for it, don't
try
stop.
it.
Yes,
try.
Never
if
quit.
If it works. If it
Yes.
doesn't work, fine. You did it.
And I'm fine.
Move on.
I'm never afraid of failure.
Okay.
Never.
Great. Great. That's nice. Okay. But what takes you, see now I see a teacher in a school, and then I see an activity person in a school, and then I see a baker. Where was the transition? I mean, where did the baking come in?
Okay. Originally, since I was a kid, I used to go to the kitchen. Since I was maybe in middle school, I used to go to the kitchen. I make cakes. My mom used to do like, okay, go to the kitchen, make your cakes, clean when you're done.
Okay.
Yeah, clean up and we're fine. So everybody was like, oh my God, Zainab, you love cakes and you make good cakes. My passion, like when we go to bookstores, I used to go to the baking section. I used to collect books, but it never crossed my mind that, I'm gonna be a baker one day. No. Then when I decided I want to open a bakery, I decided that with my husband. He was supportive. And at the same time, my dad was like, do baklawa, do this and do this. It's a traditional for our, like in my family, let me do that. So it was like, it was supported from every side and I was happy about it. Plus the art side. I was like, yeah, it's cool. How cool is it to give someone a cake topped with a teddy bear or topped with like a character, 3D character or anything they want. It was nice.
So the art came in with the baking.
No, it was there since I was a kid, but I wasn't using it.
Okay.
I don't know where was it. I don't know what to do with it, Like if I think about it, if I got the chance before or like I thought about it clearly, it would be different by now. I would use it in a better way. Even the baking. Instead of going to France and study French, I would study baking, Yeah. So it would be different. But everything came in the right time.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about, now you went from being, from working to becoming, let's say, an entrepreneur, having your own business. What do you think in Bahrain? Is it easy to open up your own business? To go, do you get support? I'm not talking about family support. I'm talking about government entities, and semi-government entities outside of your family. Is it easy?
It is easy if I looked for it. I was not thinking this way by then. If I will think now, I would ask for more help, and I'm sure I'm gonna get it. By then, like when I opened Sugar Pie, I had the chance to get support from many places. I approached, of course. I got what I approached, but if I was more
aggressive.
No, not aggressive.
I mean aggressive for your needs.
If I knew better,
okay,
I would get what I want. But I didn't think about it this way. Sometimes you think like, I don't need help. I don't need help. But no, we need help. If we ask for it, we will get it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you had more family support.
Yes.
So it helped you.
Yeah, it helped for a while, of course. Mm-hmm. Then, if I'm going to talk about business as like for the bakery, it's not easy.
Right.
Like it's not like you think you're gonna, like everybody will buy cake from you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is how we think when we come and open a bakery and every birthday is going to be like Zainab's cake. No, but with the time you think like, no.
Yeah.
People will think, we don't want Zainab's cake this time. We want someone else. Which is their right after all, right?
Because we are in a small place, it's it's limited.
It is.
So how many bakeries, how many cake shops?
Yes.
So we always have to be innovative in something that is unique in the market. And that's what you did when you started doing the masks. And now, let's say everyone is sort of like, okay, over the masks. Now so many masks are everywhere and all that. So now you have to start thinking something else.
Yes.
So have you started thinking about something else?
I actually, I have a group, which it was a coincidence. I'm working with an artist, and my husband joined, a friend of mine joined, and we worked on, it was a Ramadan giveaway actually in the beginning. So what was in my mind, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll give it to my friends, my aunties, and everyone around me. Then when I started working on it, was like a lantern on a piece of wood where you can hang your keys. I started working on it, and people were like, Zainab, how much is it? Zainab, how much is it? And I sold 75% of the pieces. Like, I didn't give my family or my friends. I gave
Okay.
I sold them actually because it was wanted, and I cannot make more quantity.
Okay.
It was beautiful working on it. So out of this, we started working on another project. Actually, the group felt like, oh my God, that's nice. Like making something and selling it. Let's do something else. And yes, we started working now on something else. It's called Lafet Mabkhar. Lafet Mabkhar, the idea is like, when you're in a gathering with your friends and you have like Mabkhar comes in, and we have action cards, and you have the bukhur, and you have the Mabkhar, like the charcoal.
Yeah.
So it comes to you. You put the bukhur on the charcoal. You do like this. Then you take an action card. The action card would be like, do this or this or this. Depends on the action that you get. Is it sing a song? Is it a benefit based on something, or cut the cake or something?
So it's sort of like a game.
It is, but with the bukhur. So we wanted to mix something together. The idea was in Ramadan though, but we couldn't finish it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It is about to be launched. It's a very nice idea if we can launch it nicely. I'm like, the only problem, Zainab cannot really transfer the idea here perfectly to the audience. This is my main problem. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to find someone to, of course, take the idea of here and show it to people just to make clear.
Okay.
You couldn't get it right?
No, I can get it. So you're saying that, like I saw your masks in Instagram.
Yes.
And masks, it doesn't need any translation or anything. It's masks, as we are in COVID and we have to wear them. Oh, and they look nice. I come and buy it from you. So you're saying how to get across the idea of that mabkhar. With the card, with the action, that game.
I have to mention that every single part in that mabkhar is handmade. So we made the wooden mabkhar by hand. We made the thing in the middle for the bukhur by hand. And the action cards, we draw them one by one, action by action.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is artistic overall.
Okay, so tell me something. So this game, when you started and it goes around, so the whole time you are making bukhur?
No, and only maybe the first one would put the bukhur, right?
Ah, okay, and then it just goes around. It's just the idea of it, and then the mabkhar just goes around.
Like when you go to someone's house by the end of the gathering, they put bukhur.
Yes.
So like, you're going to go around. Yes. So that will come. The idea is like when you have the dessert time, put the bukhur. It will go around. It will have like action, like cut the cake or put the tea or
at the end of your gathering, you will have some action to do before you all leave.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, something to end the day with.
Yes,
let's say. Okay, so what's next for Zainab? Are you gonna stay with doing what you're doing as an artist? Do you have anything else in mind that you would like to get into?
Yes, I started in February, learning more about clay sculpting. So I go to one of the workshops at Zias with Mr. Khalil Medhoun. He teaches how to work on clay, like how to make 3D sculptures.
Right.
This is what I'm working on. I made like few faces, and I'm working on a bird right now. The idea is I want to come up out of this with an idea of making kids love the clay, like the natural clay,
Okay.
Like I love working with kids. I really love working with kids. Still, I have workshops I had with cakes and I have with the art workshop where I teach kids art. And this is what's really in me. That's the only teacher part in me.
Okay.
So I want to teach kids how to use clay and to make, 3D figures or anything fun for them. The clay by itself is calming. And this is what our kids need, to use their hands with the clay and to get messy a little bit. But after all, they're going to come up with an idea, or they're going to come up with something, a piece. They take it with them home.
That's beautiful. Have you ever thought, now that, it's taking me somewhere else. Now, when you said it's calming, playing, working with clay and all that, things like that, to me, it's kind of like a meditation act. Okay. But when you said you want to do that, to teach that to the kids, first you want to learn how to do it, and then you want to teach it to the kids. Okay. Have you ever thought of combining the clay working with somebody at the same time, telling them how to deal with their thoughts, with what they do daily, so that they grow up knowing their inner self more than just something from outside, how to deal with life, how to deal with people, but, gradually, because we never think about that. We never, we don't have it in our schools. We don't have it in our even houses. We don't think that working on our inner thoughts, our inner self, is as much as important as working out on our external self. So this would be a beautiful idea to combine that.
You are right. I am a pranic healer, an arhatic yogi, actually. So I learned.
See, you didn't tell us that. Okay.
I didn't get the chance yet. So I came across a lot of learnings, which made me what I am today.
Okay.
Actually, it changed me a lot.
Yeah, I can see that in your face, the smile and the calmness. So,
of course, the main reason is to work on that with the kids. In the Pranic Healing Center in Bahrain, we have a kids club. So it is between time to time it happens, and they teach the kids how to deal with their thoughts, with their health, and there are many activities that I learned a lot. And I really want to use with the kids.
That's wonderful. So that's next for Zainab.
Next would be working with the kids. Definitely. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. But you do work with them now.
I do.
You have workshops.
Yes, I use, there is an artist, Jalal Al-Arayat. He has a workshop where I go there and I do my workshops. I did a few, but with the pandemic, whenever I start, it stops. My workshop was about to start this week, was, nails and hammer. Yes.
Okay.
It was for the kids, actually. Yeah. So I planned everything for the kids, but we couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, why not for the adults? I started planning. Then again, we couldn't make it. I'm going to do it virtual, inshallah. And hopefully it works well.
Yeah. Well, you have 2 weeks to work on new ideas of how to do these workshops and all that. very happy that you came here today
too.
and you told us the journey of your life so far and where it has taken you and where you're going next. So maybe in a year or two, we might sit down and talk about what happened in the next 2 years. So happy that you came here.
I'm happy too. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for everyone listening to this interview. We all have unique stories. We are all unique and we learn from each other. And it doesn't mean if you plan your life in one way that it has to be to stay in that way. You can always change it to better. Yeah. And be a better self inside and out.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.